Monsieur le Président.
Dear President, dear Madam Minister, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, Presidents of the powers, dear former Presidents of the Parliament, dear former farmers from Ireland, with whom I fought a lot for the common agricultural policy and the cow premium, and we were always together and we've always won. Dear members of the EPP Presidency, the Parliamentary Assembly, Commissioners, Presidents of the groups, MEPs, Presidents of associations of the EPP, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, it is a pleasure to be here today in Dublin on the occasion of our electoral congress. But before starting our proceedings, I would like to observe a minute of silence in the memory of the victims in Ukraine who have died for their flag and the European Union's flag, the flag that symbolizes the values we hold dear to our heart. I would like to express my solidarity with the Ukrainian people who are experiencing their darkest hour. We will never accept the aggression of a sovereign state. Please stand up in memory of these people who have sacrificed their life for peace and liberty. I would like to ask for a moment of silence.
Je vous remercie.
Thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs,
ladies and gentlemen, this Congress is very important because we are entering fully into the European campaign and the European Parliament elections between the 22nd and 25th of May 2014. It is a historic Congress because these elections are unprecedented. For the first time, Europeans will elect MEPs and also, thanks to this vote, the President of the European Commission. It is more a question of a person. The Europeans will be able to decide what type of Europe they want. Dear friends at Fine Gael, dear presidents, for the EPP, Dublin was the ideal venue because Ireland is a success story, an EPP success story. You are welcoming us after a very successful European presidency. In addition to that, just like other European countries, Ireland has experienced a very serious financial crisis. We have our friend Enda Kenny with the mobilization of Irish people as well that have been exemplary. You have been able to put the country on the road to recovery. It is no coincidence that you are the first country to have left the bailout program. I like the Irish proverb that says, a good start is half the work done. And from the outset of your mandate with the Taoiseach, you had the proper foundations so that Ireland would have robust growth, create jobs, and become prosperous. With the support of these European partners and your exemplary mobilization, the results are there and they're solid. You have been successful because you have been able to explain to the people that the difficulties that they face are great, that they haven't been overcome. And this is to your advantage. The choice of Dublin is a good one. The choice of Dublin is a symbolic one. It is there that in 1990, Wilfried Martens presided his first EPP Congress, a Congress with a slogan for a European Constitution, for a federal European Union. Wilfried Martens passed away last autumn. We will be paying tribute to him tomorrow. but I can't open a Congress without talking about him and his family. The EPP is a party of values. It is the most important and influential political force in Europe, and we owe that to him. Dear friends, Wilfried Martens last October asked me to be temporary president of the EPP. This is no longer a temporary thing. I am stood here before you asking for your trust to continue his work. Unity, continuity, responsibility will be the tenets of my presidency. Dear friends, let me conclude by telling you what we are to expect. Today, we're going to approve our action program for the European elections, in addition to several resolutions. We will take part in lively debates on youth employment, the economy, the Eastern Partnership, and we will give the floor to to leaders that are outside the EU. Tomorrow morning, we will have the continuation of the election of our candidate to the European Commission presidency. Then we will give the floor to our heads of state and government, and our Congress will end with the proclamation of the results and the first speech of our candidate to the presidency of the European Commission. Dear friends, I wish you every success at this Congress. I wish you a historic EPP Congress, the beginning of the European election campaign. We need you to mobilize. We need you in order to win on the 25th of May. Thank you for your attention.